One of Egypt's top ministers told me the Grand Egyptian Museum, the GEM, is going to be huge for tourism. Minister Rania Al-Mashat is the Egyptian Minister of Planning, Economic and Development and International Cooperation. She used to be, of course, the Minister for Tourism. I sat down with her at the Global Perspectives, the CNN Global Perspectives Conference. She told me that the Grand Museum was worth a decades-long wait.
Well, the Grand Egyptian Museum is not only for Egypt, it's for the world. And it is significant. It is significant because we're expecting 5 million tourists a year to come and visit the GEM. Because of the GEM, there has been connectivity between tourism in the resorts in Sharm el-Sheikh and Hurghada with cultural tourism. We have now the Sphinx Airport, which is very close to the GEM. The GEM also is the only museum dedicated to one civilization, the full collection of Tutankhamun. So there's so many, if we're talking about an integrated development project, not just a tourism project, that would be the Grand Egyptian Museum.
You see, I was interested because recently I was in Bilbao, where, of course, the Guggenheim is. Now, the difference there, of course, is the Guggenheim restructured and refocused the city. But that's not the same thing with Egypt. Egypt's a much more mature, developed tourism market. But I do see the GEM as being a potential of a new start or of a renewal of a tourism policy.
Absolutely. It's, as you mentioned, we're trying within the GEM not just to show the antiquities. You have places for art, entertainment. The whole area around the GEM will have new hotels. We're seeing a peak with respect to arrivals. By 2030, we want to move from the 15 million tourists we have today to 30 million tourists. So that includes investments. It includes all the industry around tourism. We have an employment multiplier 1.5 or 2.5. So for every direct job, there are 2 or 3 jobs that are added.
But one of the things that's been fascinating at this conference at Global Perspectives is, and this is where you come in, it's about execution. Everybody knows what needs to be done. Regulatory, infrastructure, investment, multilateral, blah, blah, blah. Everybody knows. But you have the job of actually making it happen.
So you mentioned a lot of vocabulary. Let's put it in Egypt's journey. Infrastructure. We've spent so much on infrastructure over the past years, the GEM being one of them. So this is paving the way for the next stage, which is more exports, more ready, an economy ready for more investments in the renewable sector, in pharmaceuticals, in textiles, benefiting from the trade agreements that Egypt has with 70 countries, the market not just of Egypt but of Africa. Trying to create investment facilitation for trade. So it's a very multidimensional economy. We're very diversified. We have an industrial base. We're trying to push ICT, tourism, manufacturing. If you take a look at our GDP numbers today, despite the headwinds from Suez Canal being negative, we've grown by 5% last quarter and 4.4% during the year.
The war in Gaza, which clearly had an effect on the entire region. Now it is, at least for the moment, there is peace. How will Egypt take advantage of it? What do you now need to do on the back of that peace that returns you to some sort of normality?
When we met last in Dubai, this was in February, and things were very much heightened. We're very happy that Egypt hosted the peace conference in Sharm el-Sheikh on the 9th and 10th of October. A very big commitment from the United States, other leaders, and of course our president, Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, was fundamental in putting this together. Peace comes back. 12% of international trade through Suez returns. This is lower costs for the world, lower costs for citizens everywhere. Inflation will come down for sure. But what we have learned over the past few years, despite the shocks, we create resilience. We create resilience through policies, through reforms, trying to create more policy predictability as well, and being very much on message.